Russia has expelled a US diplomat accusing him of being a spy. Moscow says that Ryan Fogel was trying to recruit a Russian intelligence officer. Russian television showed pictures of a man that it said was Mr. Fogel. It also said he'd been found with a map, thousands of euros in cash and a letter to the Russian officer offering him $1 million a year.
To hear Russian officials tell it, this is a CIA agent, moments after getting caught, face down on the ground, wearing, of all things, a blonde wig under his hat, later parading him in front of the cameras, displaying, they say, the proof. In his bag, 2 wigs, 3 pairs of sunglasses, a microphone, torch, a compass, cash, and a very incriminating letter, spelled out in Russian, a proposed contract for the man he was trying to recruit. It says, quote, "For long-term cooperation, we are willing to offer you $1 million a year with potential bonuses for information that will help us." Russia's Federal Security Service says this is Ryan Fogel, a low-level American diplomat and a CIA agent.
The CIA and State Department weren't talking. The Russians released Fogel to the U.S. Embassy. He'll probably be sent home. On Twitter, U.S. Ambassador Michael McFaul had no comment.
A global terrorist network.
At Washington's popular spy museum, a former CIA spy says it happens all the time.
Even the disguise material, which people have sort of chortled about, I've used disguise. So even though it may look sort of corny or 6th grade to people, it can work.
Tonight, the Russians call the incident provocative, but U.S. officials don't think it will set back efforts to improve relations, blamed by many for failing to prevent the Boston Marathon bombing and for the standoff in Syria. Tonight, Secretary of State Kerry was meeting with his Russian counterpart in Sweden, presumably not swapping spy stories.
Authorities handed Fogel over to the American embassy after keeping him in detention for several hours. The Russian Foreign Ministry summoned the U.S. ambassador in Moscow. It demanded Fogel leave the country without delay. The ministry says provocative actions in the spirit of the Cold War will not promote the strengthening of mutual trust.
When we showed counterintelligence expert Eric O'Neill those pictures and the video, he said the man ID'd as Fogel could be a CIA officer, but he said this isn't spycraft, it's stagecraft.
I very much doubt that a highly trained CIA operative is going to be walking the streets of Moscow wearing a really bad blonde wig. It's poor tradecraft, and it looks like a setup to me.
O'Neill believes the Russians likely planted that material on Fogel for dramatic effect, maybe to stir up anti-American sentiment, achieve a political objective, or distract attention from some other matter. O'Neill is a former FBI counterintelligence officer who took down FBI agent Robert Hansen, who was spying for the Russians. O'Neill says the tactic of planting material on a spy is a trademark of Russian President Vladimir Putin, himself a former KGB officer. O'Neill says the U.S. intelligence agencies have much better disguise training than what was displayed in Moscow. He says they teach you depart only slightly from your normal look. Wear sunglasses, maybe a ball cap on backwards. Now, when I told an official here at the Russian embassy in Washington of O'Neill's belief that the Moscow pickup was a setup, I got a stiff no comment.